videos anymore. She has to shop at H&M and she cries about it. So we're going to get into the public reaction to that. But first, if you're watching this channel, if you're not familiar with me, I feel like my subscribers can tell you what I'm about to say. If you're not familiar with me, I'm Layla Lynn. I do celebrity news and nostalgia as well as the hot topics. So subscribe to this channel.
Shout out to Layla, what her name is? Layla Lynn, for my reaction video, because I'm reacting to this video about.
So if you've been watching this channel for a while, first of all, you know this is primarily a voiceover channel. I've built my entire social media empire on my voice.
And I notice it in me now, just nitpicking. And it's not even, I just don't have it like to spin the liquid. I'm used to having liquid. I'm used to seeing a certain amount in my account, but you're just my finance.
And so this is going viral because, like, H&M, so many people shop at H&M. To be crying about having to shop at H&M, most people don't get it. Like, at least you're shopping. So many people are not shopping. So many people are not shopping. Like, regardless of the store, so many people are just not shopping. They're not buying new clothes.
What really tripped me out about these celebrities, when they get it, they think that they're not going to have a down season. And if you are a student of life, you have to understand that sometimes you may have a down season. And down seasons don't always mean financially. It could be something going on, or, you know, it could be a lot of things, you know. And I guess when they get it, and I'm guilty of that too, because I didn't have tens of thousands of dollars before and just blow it, thinking it's going to come again. So I'm just like, I made a post saying that I was so glad that when I was signed, when I was young, to a company, and the little money that I did make, I was grateful for that. But I'm so glad I didn't get into it where I'm making 40 or 50 million dollars, and now I'm in 2025 and I'm broke. You know, a lot of artists and a lot of entertainers have that story because they didn't do what they needed to do with the money that they have. They thought it was going to always be there. So you guys, I learned from that. But anyway, let's continue watching in this video.
Because they just don't have it. And so people have responded, of course, like this person who said, this is the same woman that was up and said, quote, "I'll never date a guy with a 9-to-5. Life has a funny way of humbling people. I don't feel bad for her at all."
Hold up.
Someone else said,
why is you girls, y'all not even checking out a man's characteristics? Y'all just worrying about, I'm not dating a guy with a 9-to-5. A 9-to-5 is an honest living. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5. I would take a nigga with a 9-to-5 all day, baby, because I know the check's coming. What is wrong with these girls? So he gotta be about you. So you think a person is about something because he's an executive at a bank, that he's a good person. That does not mean that. Like, girls really gotta stop that. Like, say, bro, let's continue.
Tearing up about having to shop at H&M while conversing with someone who, in the same conversation, talked about getting evicted and being on food stamps. Is this girl okay? And somebody else said, if you can shop, you ain't broke. Trust me. And that's kind of how I feel. The fact that you're still shopping, you're in the mall, says that you're not exactly broke. Someone else said, go get a 9-to-5, or better yet, go find a dude with a 9-to-5 job. You was hating on these men. They really got something to say. He said, no.
Why do girls get money, right? As soon as they get money, they start thinking they're better than their significant other. They start thinking that they're better than men. And men be the one that really be holding the broke girls down. Is I'm lying? You have more men sometimes that got money that'll meet a girl that's broke and will help her out. Vice versa too, with women too. But why when girls get on, they start thinking they're equal to a man. They lose all their femininity and they start acting all masculine, right? And then, oh, I make this and I make that, and don't know that you have down period. Baby, be humble. Be Simone needed to be humbled, like for real. And then she crying about shopping at H&M. Bitch, you still shopping, ho? Let's continue.
Cap, go shop at Ross. They got heat for the low. Now that is true. Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Someone else said, people like her problem is she think being middle class is broke, and that's why she'll never be happy in life. That's an interesting take. Someone else said, there are people out here broke for real, and B. Simone crying because she has to shop at H&M instead of a Bloomingdale's.
You hear that shit?
Not one iota of self-awareness. Yeah, especially considering who she's talking to her best friend, who she didn't help. I'm sure her best friend in the back of her mind is like, that's what you get. That's what you get for watching me struggle. That's karma. It all comes back around. So I tried to do some research to see what is going on with B. Simone's businesses. Like, what is the problem? Why does she, feel broke at this time? Like, what financial strains is she having? So I want to talk a little bit about her beauty brand and what happened with that. I am aware that she's also like a stand-up comedian. I've actually seen her stand-up show live in person when she was on tour with Ricky Smiley.
Was she good? Shit.
And I don't actually remember laughing. I remember laughing at Just Hilarious's set, but I don't remember.
Now you heard Layla. Layla said B. Simone had a comedy set and she don't remember laughing, but she went straight to the other comedian, Just Hilarious. See why you gotta be humble? I'm so glad God humbled me, because when God humble you sometimes to prepare you for what he about to give you. And sometimes if you walking around here with a big head like you think you know it all and you got it all together, sometimes he will set your ass down. I feel like I'm in my season where I needed to sit down because all I kept doing is running and ripping and running and running and running and running and making decisions that, just making stupid decisions. Let's continue watching the video.
Remember laughing at B. Simone's set, but I've admired her business sense and as far as her getting where she's going. But I want to talk about her beauty brand because I remember seeing on social media when she talked about either becoming a millionaire or making $1 million in sales, but it had to do with her beauty brand. So B. Simone launched the vegan and cruelty-free B. Simone Beauty in September of 2019, and it focused on lip glosses, mattes, liners, lashes, and merchandise. And within around a year, the brand reportedly hit $1 million in revenue. That's what I remember. And I remember thinking that her beauty brand was so popular because it was more like relatable beauty. Like, that's why the influencers get so popular in the social media space when it comes to beauty, because it's like relatable beauty. It's not a top model selling beauty products. It's B. Simone, someone that's relatable. So she said that she invested around $50,000 of her own money into Chinese manufacturing, later describing the return as tenfold. So she initially got her money back. But as the brand scaled, there were allegedly hiccups. Customers complained on social media about delayed orders, missing shipments, and poor communication. And this is even after her public posts about her own health issues. So reports suggested that even during new sales or collections, some early orders remain unfilled for 6 to 12 months.
Damn.
So she lost customer trust, basically. Then in June of 2020, she faced another crisis, and that was the accusations of plagiarism in her self-help
I remember
book.
that.
And I remember covering this. She had that self-help book, and she was accused of plagiarizing this. And she
I hate to keep stopping, but y'all know I'm reacting to this, so keep it out. Ladies. Bro, when you investing, you heard me, and you're doing a product, like I wrote my own book. I only had a publisher and somebody to look over any misspelled words or to help me with my grammar, because y'all know I'm dyslexic, right? I looked through my whole book and read my whole book to make sure that it was right. I was on hands, right? And that's what B. Simone didn't do. Because if she was on hands with a book, guess what? She would have caught all those mistakes that she had. So that's another thing. When you're an entrepreneur, especially like when you become bigger, make sure you be on hands to see everything that's going, so you wouldn't get like the plagiarisms and stuff like that, That's just a little tip. Let's continue watching.
blamed the issues on her outsourced design team. Now, this is interesting because there are people, including myself, who sell like templates that you can use and quote unquote plagiarize, but it's for like master resale. Like, I allow you to rewrite it. If you look right under my YouTube videos, you'll see a link to my products on Shopify. All of those products, like the workbooks, the journals, what have you, you can use them for yourself, Or you can also rewrite them. Like you can do a light edit on them, or a light edit on the language, a light edit on the pictures, and resell them because they have master resale rights. So you don't have to plagiarize in this day and age, because there are people like me and a lot of other people that actually sell things that we allow people to rewrite and reuse.
For real.
But in any case, she went viral for that. So again, people are not trusting her. And in May of 2024, her business, Be Simone Beauty, allegedly went on hiatus.
Damn.
New products have been released since 2020, but it's allegedly been on hiatus since 2024. So her strengths, like Be Simone, I researched what is Be Simone's talent. Her talents are basically her comedic timing, and in my opinion, her ability to get people's attention.
Yes.
So she's had a strong launch when it comes to her businesses. But as far as keeping things going, it seems like that's where she struggles, keeping a business going. But y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about Be Simone going viral once again. This time for tearing up about having to shop at H&M. Leave a comment, share your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching.
Now, guys, peep it out. Let me say, when I got on Real Life Street Stars, right? I don't want to be famous. I wanted to be famous when I was young because it was exciting. Everybody know you. You know what I'm saying? And most of me wanting to be famous is to help. Like, I wanted to help people, right? So when the shout out to Joke. Hey, Joke. I talked to Joke yesterday. But look, when I got on the Real Life Street Stars, my little fame that I had in my little region in New Orleans, Mississippi, Atlanta, Alabama, just a little some little states, Texas and Dallas that know me see, right? Really nation know me see, but people don't. It was scary. People coming up to me that I didn't know, people thinking that they know me, people just stopping me, I don't want that type of life. Now I'm gonna give y'all a little something on my lifestyle, but I'm not going to give y'all everything because I like to have a private part of my life. And especially, I'm a single woman, right? And especially when I have a significant other, I'm not going to be putting my relationship on display like that because it's mine. And then I think sometimes that's sacred. Like I had to get to this point to know that. Like I had to go through all that stuff to know that being famous is not for me. It ain't. And I'd rather be popular than famous, because when you famous, people don't, let me break it down. You famous is an expectation you got to live up to. You're famous, they think you got to drive a Bentley, you got to drive a Rolls Royce, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to drive a Benz or whatever, right? But little old me always paid cash for my cars. My last little car that I had was a Kia Soul that I paid cash for, right? So I just like cars. I like cute cars. Remember I was telling y'all I wanted that small little emoji car? I'm still going to get that kind of car. You heard me? And I don't have to have a Benz or a Bentley or a BMW, but I love the Bentley. I love the BMW because I love when my dude used to have one. I love those cars, but I don't have to have that to feel validated. And what really tripped me out, saying she went to shopping at Bloomingdale's and shopping at H&M. Bitch, what's wrong with H&M, oh? All that shit come from China anyway. That's why I don't want to be famous. It's phony and fake. Let's talk about the rappers with the fake. Phony and fake. Let's talk about the rappers with the fake jewelry. I'm going to do one on that. I'm going to save that video. But a lot of the jewelry that the men be wearing be fake because they put their trust in the jewelers. And the jewelers be having, what they call it, Cuban sequelians or whatever. They factory making the diamonds, so they're not authentic like they used to be. Okay? So we're going to do that video another time. But y'all check this out about Be Simone, how she neglected one of her friend that got on welfare and all that, but she was taking care of everybody else. I done been through that so much with friends, bro. So much. I could be struggling, and it would not help. And that's not your friends. But I forget about what they do and help them. You can't do that. You got to get new friends. Don't listen to Drake, no new friends. Get new friends because you might meet somebody and you might find your tribe of people that really fuck with you. This your girl, Legendary Miss T. Y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel, Legendary Miss T, and my lifestyle channel, Free Your Mind with Miss T. And also, press that damn like button. You heard me? if you press the like button, I move up in the algorithm. You heard me? Like, so I want y'all to boost me up and keep watching my videos, because I'm going to keep giving y'all good and positive, okay? And controversy, what? Material. Love y'all.